What is up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Read Homestuck with Friends. We are back at the Act 3 intermission, which, if you've been on my channel long enough, you'll know that we've technically already read this, but I took a poll on my community tab asking you guys if you wanted us to read this again, and so here we are. Y'all said you wanted us to read it. We're gonna read it. Before I begin, I just want to say, if you're not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe. If you want to check out Homestuck, there's a link to do so in the description. And also, I want to give a shout out to my one and only stellar supporter, that Hamish dude. If you would like to become a stellar supporter and get shout outs as well as other neat perks, be sure to click the blue join button next to the subscribe button, and you will become a channel member and get all kinds of sweet perks. So, with that out of the way, let's have everyone say hi, and then I will run down the line and have everyone introduce themselves. So everybody say hello first.
Hello.
Hello first.
Hello.
Hi. Jesus Christ.
I love how... can I just say, I love how Droog's mouth opens. He's, like, taking a drag of his cigarette, and as soon as it comes out, all that happens is...
Gigantic fart.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, let me run down the line. Let me run down the line here and have everyone introduce themselves. First up, Haven as Diamond's Droog.
Greetings. My name is Haven, and I am Diamond's Drug.
We've got Roxas 13 Keys as Heart's Boxcars.
Hello everyone, this is Roxas 13 Keys, and I am playing the role of Heart's Boxcars.
We've got Jayla as Club's Deuce holding a bull penis cane.
Hi.
We've got my Moirail Sierra as Clover.
The luckiest boy of the bunch.
We've got my friend Jeremy as Di. Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Jeremy Baramy.
My God, Di has died.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, even if he isn't talking right now, just know that there he is. He's here. We also
play Die. Hello.
nice, and it's nice to have you here. We have Ruby Devil Cat, aka Ruby, as Doze.
Hello there. I've been here for a while.
I gotta hope my audio is not shitty.
No, you're good. You sound good. And last but certainly not least, we have Shikki as Snowman.
Hi.
You sound drunk.
I'm nervous. It's okay. I'm in pain.
Very drunk.
Drunk.
Well, hey guys, before we get started, I do want to ask, since y'all should be looking at the stream screen, what do y'all think of your talk sprites?
I like it. I really like it.
They're awesome.
The cutest. Tall.
Literally, as I was drawing Snowman, I was just like, hee tibbies.
Good mommy milkers.
Goo goo gaga. Here comes the milkies. Since you want to act like a fucking baby. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get started. Your name is Spade Slick. You are the leader of a notoriously vicious gang of mobsters called the Midnight Crew. A rival gang known as the Felt recently knocked over one of your favorite casinos. Your long quest of revenge has finally taken you through the front door of the mansion belonging to their loathsome boss, Lord English. Your subordinates, Clubs Deuce, Diamonds Droog, and Hearts Boxcars have been dispatched to various locations throughout the mansion to begin carrying out your mission. Your objective is to locate and crack English's secret vault and plunder its mysteries. That's the business end of it. The pleasure will be in painting this ugly house red with the blood of those miserable green motherfuckers. I will continue in a second, but my nose picked a fine time to decide, oh hey, now's the time to be blown.
Me.
What?
Me.
Get out your boogies.
Lol.
Yeah, I'm still recovering from the
Orange
cold
one
just a little
spitting out
bit.
the
I am fortunately able to mute my mic whenever I have to cough or blow my nose. So I won't let y'all put up with like hearing how ugly I sound when I have to do that.
Aren't we all ugly in some type of way, though?
Yeah.
That is true.
No, I'm perfect.
That's what makes us makes us human.
Okay?
We will be back after these commercials.
Jayla, are you good?
Taylor, you good?
Yeah, I think Jayla's going
My
insane.
God,
I was
Taylor!
thinking about
You are-
the Mark
They broken.
shows.
Bro,
You're
it's
losing
You
your
okay?
fucking
Where
I
mind.
think we
is-
broke Jayla.
What?
Alright,
Yeah.
take a deep breath and quiet down. I'm gonna continue now.
This is what insane sounds like.
Stupid gang and their lousy obsession with clocks. The sooner all these idiots stop being alive, the better. You wonder where they are. It's awfully quiet in the mansion, sans all the dreadful ticking. Sans!
I hate you all.
Captchalogue the carriage clock. You obviously have no idea what that means. If it's some smartass way of saying to pick it up, forget it. You're already carrying an item. It's your trusty deck of cards. Build a fort with the clocks. You have an idea that is so much better. Clocks destroyed, 4 out of 1,000. Who keeps 1,000 clocks in their house anyways?
We do!
Yeah.
Check for traps under the billiards rug. Hi, it's Jeff Foxworthy. What is under the rug is much worse than any trap you can imagine. It is a member of a species that you do not recognize with a ghastly furred upper lip. You cover the unsightly individual back up and try to forget it ever existed. Let's play 52
You
pickup.
know you're a redneck.
You would need a deck of cards to play that infernal game. Fortunately, all you have is your war chest, which you deploy on the floor. Let's look around. You rummage around. It's no unusual assortment of belongings, and nothing any mobster worth his salt would be caught plotting and scheming without. Certainly nothing eyebrow-raising. Bunch of blades, some playing cards, and a variety of other miscellaneous stuff. Also your vendetta itinerary and your heist map. Scavenge the war chest for fancy headwear. Plop. If there are any elaborate headdresses in here, you'll eat your haberdasher. But of course there's only a plain and serviceable backup hat, which naturally conceals 2 licorice Scotty dogs. Which makes you think that maybe you're wearing your backup hat and this is your usual one? Hell if you know, they're the same damn hat! Hide inside the war chest. You cannot hide properly inside the chest because you cannot close it while you are inside. Instead, you momentarily pretend it is a really cool automobile that commands the fear and respect of larcenous adversaries everywhere. Beep, beep, beep! All aboard the idiot wagon!
Beep, beep. I completely forgot about that.
Deja vu, I just been in
Beep,
this place
beep.
before.
Get in, losers. We're going shopping.
Get in, losers, we're going shopping!
Go kill the felt.
Vroom,
Crash.
vroom, I'm in my mom's car.
Get out me car!
Aww.
Jesus, take the wheel!
Take it
Jesus,
from
take the
my
wheel.
head.
Crash.
Roadblock
right.
ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Spates, like, start up the Crosby top. Is that what this thing is? You've had it for some time and you don't quite remember how you got it. You never knew the identity of this pipe-smoking creature. Perhaps it could be the same species as the character you just saw under the rug. But you know that is impossible because this one does not feature the same bizarre furred lip. They are probably differing species within the same genus. Let's go to mspainadventures.com. Why does the computer blink?
Because that's the
I
inside.
never noticed that.
I've
That
never
is-
noticed that either.
Oh wow.
I'm just noticing that now. I don't care.
You
Oh
don't
my
know
gosh,
why.
seeing that now.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It
Yeah, it
does.
You don't know why you are wasting time on this website. It is for little children who poop hard in their little baby-ass diapers. Also, you don't understand what the hell is going on or who all these characters are. It's all a lot of nonsense. Delete the time setting on the Crosby top. Clock's destroyed 5 out of 1,000.
Damn it.
I guess that works.
Guess
Fuck
I'll-
you,
Does
Clock.
that work?
Like how that counts.
Guess that
Also,
works.
I think he stabbed it at 4:13.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yes.
Take the spade key. You take the rules card for blackjack. You have possessed this item for as long as you can remember. You do not yet know its significance, though you can hustle up a mean game of blackjack when you need to. Let's examine the vendetta itinerary. These are the mugshots of everyone you are going to kill. You got a head start. You already offed crowbar, matchsticks, and quarters, depleting them of some of their muscle. You've still got to watch out for the others and stay wary of their despicable time shenanigans. Itchy has given you the slip repeatedly. Doze you've captured and interrogated just as repeatedly to no avail. Trace has broken into your secret hideout more times than you can count, while Finn always seems to be a step ahead of you and scoops your heists. Clover has all the intel and is highly cooperative. You might need him to crack the vault. He'll be guarded. Best to avoid dying in any direct confrontations unless you want a temporal mess on your hands. But if you need any repairs, you could always get to Stitch and persuade him. And you might need to if you can't kill Sawbuck with a clean shot. Eggs and biscuits are morons, but they are dangerous morons. Cans is a tank, and your crew will probably need more ammunition than you pack to take him down. No one knows what Lord English looks like, but that'll be corrected tonight. You've got dibs on English. He's all yours. Wonder where the number 8 mugshot went. It's right here. But you aren't gonna kill Snowman. It's out of the question. She's the only one that's got tits.
Why would I decide to kill such fine pair of flesh fears?
Let's examine the heist map. On review, your schemes seem a bit convoluted, but you wouldn't have it any other way. Deuce and Droog split up to neutralize as many felt as they can find. Your heavy muscle and expert safecracker boxcars is headed straight down to the vault. Use the radio device to check on unscrupulous cohorts. You put the word out to your cronies for a status report. No response yet. You clean up all your junk and prepare to get the show on the road. Also, I love how when he's talking
love
here,
that.
he just looks like he's going yeah 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 la 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 la
Like an angry little dog.
like the dogs in his hat. You slip the spade key back into the deck of cards, then pocket the war chest. Smooth as clockwork and every bit as logical. Into the hallway near
Sure
the main
thing.
entrance. Funny, you didn't hear any commotion or gunplay, but it looks like there's already been some action in here. Or there will be. You can never take tents for granted with these goons. 13 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed, apparently. Looks like Club's Deuce is getting back to you. He says he's got Doze tied up for interrogation. You ask him what else is new. Capturing that guy's like shooting a paralyzed monkey in the face. Spade Slick, Beehart's
Road.
boxcars.
Xbox cars?
Nope.
Lines now.
Nope, it's not yet. It's Clubs now.
Or, well, clubs seduce. It's
What
your
does that
thing.
mean?
I remember being
Yes.
so confused. I remember being so confused about this so many times when we first read this.
And it happens so much during the course of regular Homestuck too that now it's just expected.
It's just
Yeah.
a thing. I love it.
So anyway, clubs do.
Be the other jackass.
Alright, Jay, it's your turn to read.
Jake,
I'm here.
It's your turn.
Oh, rough him up.
Read.
Is that what I say?
You read all of this too.
Oh, okay. He
Yeah,
remains-
I love how, like, even when you're not being clubs, you are just as in character.
That's rude.
No, just read.
Perfect.
Read. Let's get the
He
show on the
remains
road.
tight-lipped, so you deal him the senseless shin jubbing with your crook of felony. Oh, the humanity. You can barely watch. He's probably still using his special ability to slow down time for himself. He can't feel a damn thing and certainly isn't saying anything, apart from a very low noise, which can be him saying ow very, very slowly. Punch clocks and faces to establish
Chronology. Also, I just want to say that technically this scene is you giving Ruby a fucking interrogation.
Okay.
Bunk.
Punch clocks and face to establish fuck that, I'm not doing that again.
Chronology.
Thank you. I'm doing it with one extra off.
Chronology.
Why would you do that? All of these clocks are lovely. You see no reason to harm them. 987 out of 1,000 clocks unharmed.
Imagine if all 987 clocks were in just this room.
Oh my gosh.
I think they are.
That's a whole
gonna
ass
lie.
clockwork.
Swap
There's
past
everywhere.
windows. You begin a feeble campaign of psychological warfare. Perhaps compromising his fashion motive is the way to get him. Nope. Looks like he's still in his weird state of stasis and doesn't care. Either that or it's drowning.
Drowning?
him nuts. Very
Drowning.
slowly.
Drowning him nuts.
Of your war chest.
Be nice to the child.
These nuts.
What did the nuts ever do to you,
God,
Kayla?
got him.
Team. Ha!
War chest? What are you talking about? All you've got is a simple, unassuming deck of cards. Play some solitaire.
You.
Don't be stupid. To play solitaire, you need a deck of cards. I don't see a deck of cards, do you? All I see is your battle job. Throw the hat down and stomp on it mercilessly. Oh no, it's itchy, and it looks like he's all wound up. He unties Doze and quickly swaps everyone's hats around. Doze proceeds to make a fleet-footed getaway. The chase is on.
Yeah, look how fast he's going.
Moving. He is moving very, very slowly.
Give him time.
Slowly.
Oh,
Am I that
When the-
slow?
When the GIF like resets, you can see him go back to the original.
Like 3 inches.
Why do I imagine like one of those energetic like classical musics just playing like da 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 da.
All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Space Slick, stop being Hearts boxcars. Alright, you're the boss.
Alright.
Hearts of boxcars, you ain't. Someone has replaced your plain and serviceable hat with a silly and undersized one. An outrage beyond compare. You're sure you know who the culprit was. You can still smell his overly caffeinated blood. 986 out of 1,000 clocks shown mercy. Spade Slick, lift left leg and hold it a little ways in the air.
That's nice.
god damn. This man is like
Oops.
SCP-173 zooming around.
Man broken.
He's
Man
crippled.
down.
Ooh, did
Oh,
I
man.
do that?
Did I do that?
Goodbye, Itchy.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Shush.
4 out of 15 green torsos dead. There goes Itchy.
If you
Like a
notice,
careless
each
blue.
one of their names is correlated to their number in some way. Itchy kind of sounds a lot like the number 1 in Japanese.
Which is Ichi.
Then dos sound like 2 in Spanish.
Yeah.
As
and
does
all of them
Trace.
go-
Okay, let's read.
Spade Slick, wear Club's Deuce's hat on top of your current one. You're already wearing Deuce's hat, you fool. The one on the floor is Droog's hat. This is exactly why you always keep a backup hat on hand. This son of a bitch on the floor here has played his last game of musical hats. Soon these lugs will learn to show you some respect. You made this town what it is, after all. Wasn't nothing but a bunch of dust and rocks before you got here. Wear the backup hat. I love how he just drops the chest on the body.
I love that.
You deploy your chest and swap this
Doesn't
dinky
give a
little
shit.
hat for one more suited to your taste. Wait a minute. Oh, thank God. Your precious Scotty dogs are still here. You don't know what you'd do without them. You don't even want to think about it. Hey, look who it is.
Boom, out of nowhere.
Hi, Jeremy.
Like, scared as all hell.
Yeah, that's Jeremy's character.
He looks so traumatized.
Di makes
Oh,
his
he is.
Witness the death.
I'll wait.
Oh, okay.
Di makes his usual sort of entrance, the nonplussed, vaguely bewildered sort. Time to be Diamond's Droog.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Jayla!
Wait, what? It's me.
Hey!
Sword time again.
You got it.
It's
Club's
turn
Deuce it
again.
is. You have opened your battle job in search for your backup hat. You also need some more rope to retie Doze, who is absolutely tearing through the mansion as we speak. If you don't hurry, he may clear the chair within the hour. But it's just a big mess. You mostly just see a bunch of bombs and cards.
This is such a mood.
I felt
Aw.
Yeah.
It's Onslaught Bob.
You're not sure what's what. You can never remember which card to pick up. You can't believe how shitty your memory is. Wow!
Feel that.
I feel personally attacked.
I feel.
I
feel
diagnose
a
you
little
with kin.
No,
feel
don't be
that.
mean.
Grab the deuce of
So
clubs.
the character's short and does have a good memory.
Shut the fuck up. I will come to your house and steal your kneecaps.
I like to see you try.
That's enough.
I can drive.
Let's continue, shall we?
Grab the deuce of clubs. You picked up 2 licorice gummy bears. They need to be stored for safekeeping as soon as possible. Finding your backup hat has never been more urgent. Pick up all of the cards and throw them at Doze.
They look burnt.
Skip it about him, Dadum. You picked up a bunch of cards, filling them Dozeward. Didn't accomplish a whole lot, other than put some of your private reading material on embarrassing public display.
Black
any card.
inches.
Oh.
Pick a card, any card.
Oh, this is like... This could be something relating to bondage.
The fuck?
Bruh.
Be
You're a
very
busy
literal
guy who
too.
would
You
just
never
picked up
know.
any old
Hey,
thing
shush,
and
shush,
put
shush.
it in your head. Since you are in a big hurry, you will assume that it is your backup hat. You stand nearby and 2 remaining cards on the floor, an offsuited king and jack. Pick up card depicting stately blonde-haired fellows. You aren't going to stand around Jack. I heard that as Jack.
That's the
King.
pun.
Aw. All
Around
day
Jack
long.
King on.
So you grab the jack of diamonds. Oh, here's your backup hat. Problem solved, Tikas. Forget you are CD. Believe you are Heart's boxcar. You suddenly remember you are Diamond's Droog. Whoever.
Fucking love this joke.
All right,
Whoever-
no, Jay, it's not your turn to read anymore. This isn't your character. It's Diamond's Droog.
Alright.
I'm
Settle
so
down.
Fucking confused, but I'm sorry.
Settle down. Quiet. You suddenly remember you are Diamond's Droog. Whoever took your hat is about to discover he is the unluckiest man on Earth. You better hope you find him dead. What you're going to do with him will be much less painful that way. Wear backup hat. You don't have a backup hat. All you got is this deck of cards. Oh wait, yes you do. It's stashed away in your mausoleum. Retrieve hat from mausoleum. You are the only member of this band of thugs who is civilized enough to keep more than one backup hat, as well as an extensive array of finely tailored suits. The mausoleum seems like the best storage option for your exceptional wardrobe. If there's any better sort of compartment to keep your wardrobe in, you'd love to hear it. There's also a shitload of guns and cars in there too. You put on a backup hat. Withdraw a licorice fish from the backup hat. Pooey, there are Swedish fish out there. This is why it's a good idea to always store your candy in your backup hat rather than your usual one. Other members of your gang have learned this the hard way, and they're finally starting to catch on.
I love Swedish fish.
Glad you do. Suddenly you get cold-cocked in the face from the future. You'd know the knuckles belonging to that sucker punch anywhere.
I'm just like, how can you tell it's from the future specifically?
It's a thing called intuition.
Because it will hurt.
Trace always knows where you've been. The spineless rat likes to follow your past trail and mess around with you. Trouble is, whenever he does, he lets you know exactly where he's going to be in the future. This time, you'll be ready for him. Be radio deuce for backup. Give him a time and a place, exactly what path through the mansion to take. Resume pursuit of a wounded felt member. You don't know if the wounded guy went up the stairs or came down, or who wounded him, and when. Might have been you for all you know. Follow the trail of blood upstairs. Can't overthink this time stuff. You go with your gut and head upstairs. Jay.
Follow Diamond Drig's instructions. After giving a quick 10-4 over the radio, you take another look at your prisoner. He looked out. Looks like round 2 of your brutal interrogation will have to wait. You couldn't find any rope, so you tied him up with the Stretch Armstrong doll which you happen to have lying around. You don't remember how you got it. It looks sort of dumb, but it'll have to do. Just lock those in the battle drobe.
He has another clock on his head. Or, I mean, yeah, it's a bomb with a
It
clock.
looks like it's in pain.
Bomb clock.
The time bomb.
Time to hit the road. You beat your hostage into the back of your battle robe
God about
with
that.
the bull penis cane. Wait, this is a bull penis cane? That's
The-
what you get for calling me short, you little shit.
Don't regret it.
Bull penis
Like,
cane!
fuck
Bull
off with
penis
the
cane!
fact that this is
Bull
apparently
penis
a bull
cane!
penis
Bull
penis
cane.
cane!
Meanwhile, running parallel through present events.
They're playing a game of cards. He gets so mad. Who's
Jeremy.
number 6? Who's die?
It's
Me.
Jeremy. Go.
I'm dead.
Read it.
Same. I felt that.
You can
Itchy.
read that.
Yeah,
Itchy always cheats.
Yeah.
Alright.
yeah.
Yeah.
Itchy always cheats, but he's always cheated for the last time. You're gonna jump to a timeline where he's dead.
Dead.
Looks like he got what he deserved, but as usual, you find yourself in a bit of a predicament.
Make friends with Die. Whap! You introduce your cast iron horse hitcher to your new friend.
That's actually very much how Spade Slick makes friends.
I'm just imagining that Die is probably lying there just thinking, typical.
At least
Well,
it
I-
wasn't nice.
Well, I guess I was cut off short.
You're not dead
No,
yet.
there you go.
Oh, I thought that was it. I'm like, oh, okay, that was too soon.
Shall you read?
Oh, it's still my
isn't that
turn?
more?
Or-
Yeah, you
Or
can
Isn't
go.
that more? Okay.
Wait, me?
Go.
Alright. Dice scrambles for a pin he's been saving for a special occasion. How many times does he have to tell you he made this town?
Hearts boxcar, stop being spade slick.
Roxas, you're on.
The thick boy.
You stop not being Heart's boxcars. You have made your way to the Felt's secret vault. It's bigger than you were expecting. You doubt you will be able to rely on your usual safe-cracking method, which is prying it from the wall with your bare hands. You'll have to think of something else. Do a
Bare
silly
hands.
dance.
Yes.
I don't know.
This'll get it
pull
open.
Off that, I don't know, pull off that giant head.
This is just absolutely the most ridiculous thing you could possibly choose to do right now. I mean, come on. Why don't you take a closer look at that safe? Seriously, stop that. Pry the wall from the safe.
It's shaped like an Oreo. That's your head.
That notion is even more ridiculous than the last one. Wait, who are you kidding? No, it isn't. Looks like the combination to the safe is entered via the hands of the clock, and you somehow doubt spinning the hands around manually is going to cut it. Knowing these guys, you've got to alter the flow of time itself to make it work. Which, of course, is bullshit. You think you'll just blow it up instead. Time to get Deuce on the radio. Deploy Punchbox. You deploy the Wrath Tub.
The rat tub.
You retrieve your pair of wax lips. If anyone tried to steal your wax lips, you would eat their eyeballs and deliver an angry lecture into their empty sockets. Peruse Red Cheeks magazine.
That's very sexy.
Ooh,
Well, that's nice.
gracious.
Well, that's
Just glancing at it gives you palpitations. Literature for avid cardio. How do you say that?
Cardio aficionados.
All right, cardio aficionados such as yourself. Those burgeoning red humps, that mischievous little tail, the snug, welcoming cleft. The saucy imagery is hard to beat. Harder than what you beat inside your chest now. Your heart is what you're beating. You beat it to Red Cheeks magazine pretty regularly, you say.
But I'm
Call clubs on nearest card. You radio Deuce on the 10 to 4 cards. Let him know you need a powder monkey on the double. You hear ticking, and it's not coming from the big vault clock above. You hope it's not what you think it is.
Hey, wait.
What?
On the other one, he wrote down you twice. It's not what you something.
Wait, where?
Let him know you need a powder monkey.
Oh, I see it.
He said you twice.
Oh wow, I did not catch that.
Wait, what?
Good eyes. Anyway.
Oh no. Oh god. It's Biscuits. His oven timer is ticking. This is no good.
Biscuit!
There he is. This idiot thinks his special oven transports him into the future by the amount he sets on the timer. Well, he's sort of right, but in reality, all that's happening is he's hiding in there until the timer's up, then pops out. You guess he's relatively harmless if he's alone. You can take him. What you really have to worry about is if he teams up with... Oh no, that ringing. That god-awful ringing. You can hear it. Eggs. Son of a fuck! You might as well just grab one of your axes and kill yourself now.
Follow path.
Damn.
In the future, you've already followed the path through the mansion that Droog told you to. Trace followed Droog's path trail even further back, but found a much fresher trail crossing his path. Looks like this little guy is talking on the radio. Says something about how he'll be right there once he gives Droog a hand. Trace decides he'll trace this guy for a while and see what he's up to, and then mess with him, of course. In the present, you talk on the radio. Say something about how you'll be right there once you give Droog a hand.
Diamond's Droog, take a good look around the new room you're in. Looks like the trail of blood ends here, or originates, whatever. Something went down here in the past, or is about to go down in the future. You know what? Never mind. 21 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed, apparently. Hang on. There's a tooth on the floor. You know that tooth. You felt its bite before. Finn was here. And judging by the forensics of the scene, the angle it hit on the floor, the direction of the blood spatters, and how dry the blood is, you think you know exactly what he's about to pull, or more specifically, what he's about to already have pulled. Finn always knows where you're going. He's followed your future trail here. He likes to mess with you from the past. Trouble is, he tips you off to where he's been. And this time, you're ready. Wait for it. Wait. Now!
You're shouting. Okay, now calm down. What kind of shot?
I am not throwing away my shot.
Not
Get it
throwing
up.
away my
Get it up,
shot.
got it.
Right. Predestined bullet holes are convenient. Gives you something to aim for. 7 out of 21 clocks destroyed.
Spade Slick rematerialize. That doesn't make any sense. You never went anywhere.
Jeremy?
I realize there is a cost to settling the score with you in this way. The cost is having to live in a desert amidst the ruins of a dead civilization for the rest of his life. He thinks that's stupid, so he pulls your pin.
Spade Slick, help the green man live up to his name.
Oh.
Boop!
Oh!
Brody! You
Guess
are
I'll
dead.
die.
Not big surprise.
It is good day to be not dead.
Lord,
Guess I'll die.
Guess I'll die.
Yes, I'll die.
there he is.
Got him.
I got
Take-
cut off
take
short.
Oh.
Take the voodoo doll. You grab his voodoo doll and stick
Jeremy.
his pin in there for good measure. Might as well keep track of everyone you've offed this way too. Not that you intend to abuse its powers to settle your score. What's the point if you're not going to get your hands dirty? Still, it might come in handy down the road. Lord English is supposedly indestructible. He's rumored to be killable only through a number of glitches and exploits in space-time. The doll may ultimately help you work the system if it comes to that. Clocks, destroy them. 29 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed. 5 out of 15 green torsos dead. I'm no mortician, but I'm not sure that's the way cremation works.
You're just gonna end up with charred
sure?
bodies and not real
Barbecue.
ass. Yeah, apparently
It'll
human
smell good.
flesh.
Get the
Apparently-
sweet and sour sauce, Hank. It's the sweet and sour, not
All I can-
barbecue.
Why is the
Here's
baby on fire?
Oh
hear
my
the-
god.
Joe's barbecue
So,
foot massage. Joe's
Fun-
barbecue foot
Okay,
massage.
so fun fact about human flesh: when it's burned, it apparently smells like steak.
It does.
I mean,
How do
it's
Of course,
meat.
because we're meat.
Yeah, it's full
How
of
do you
meat,
know
and also we
this?
have fat on it, so it
the
makes sense.
Magnus Archive says meat is
Meat
meat.
sucky sucky now, mommy.
All
Hey,
right,
why
let's
don't we continue? Haven, I think it's your turn. Let's keep going.
Follow Blood Trail downstairs and finish him off. Problem with that is he'll just see your future trail following him, and that'll be nothing but a loud invitation for him to mess with you some more. Besides, but to leave him alive, you think you'll know where he'll lead you to. Just got to be a little more subtle about tracing his blood trail. Keep your future trail out of his line of sight.
Spade Slick, return to being Hearts boxcars. Jayla.
Jay,
Oh,
Simon, your
Spades
turn to read.
Spades cannot return to being Hearts boxcars because obviously Diamond's Droog is busy being Club's Deuce. You just watched Trace throw a punch into thin air for some reason. That guy is awfully silly. He then skulks off somewhere. You don't realize he's following Droog's past trail, though. Through the mansion until he gets to the point where it intersects with your trail, at which point he'll start following you. But we all realized it because it's obvious. It couldn't possibly be more clear. Implement nefarious scheme. You follow Droog's simple instructions. So simple, even a forgetful nincompoop like you can remember. There's a blood trail on the floor that goes in a different direction than Trace went. You decide to follow it because that sounds like a really good idea to you.
Yes.
Sorry. If there was something you were supposed to do after helping out Droog, you'll be damned if you'd remember what it is.
Sorry, Hearts.
All right, since there's no like assigned Trace here, I'll just read this section. Trace catches up to where you were,
I
but
can
you're
do it.
oh shit. Yeah.
Clover
whoever-
doesn't have any real lines.
Yes, he
Maybe
does.
like for a bit. Does he?
Clover's lines are towards the end.
I'll still do it.
All right.
Trace catches up to where you were, but you're already... But you're gone already. All he sees is the long, gross, rubbery arm of your past trail stretching through the room. He finds his comrade tied up with the stretchy rubber arms of a small man. But there is nothing gross or unpalpable about that in the least. Doze unslows himself and begins mumbling something feverishly, about his hat. Oh shit.
I found the source of the ticking! It's a pipe bomb!
Oh fuck.
Am I the only one that thought those were
Oh.
intestines?
It's dead! That big surprise!
2 and 3 are gone.
7 out of 15 green torsos
You know,
dead. 107
this
out of
reminds me
1,000 clocks destroyed.
Reminds me of that one Spider-Man meme where that one lady's like, "I'm gonna die."
Oh my
As soon
God.
as you said the two
Please,
X's came on.
someone! I'm going to die! Boom!
Face plants into the ground.
Mark,
Anyway,
that was
let's
so
continue.
timed. That was so timed perfectly.
Boom!
Let's continue.
Finn makes his way through the mansion to get some help. He wonders where this little guy is going. Deuce's future trail is headed in the same direction he's headed by sheer coincidence. Finn decides to follow him for a bit, keep an eye on him. For as long as Deuce's path matches his, that is. There's pretty much no chance he's headed to the same place, though. That would be statistically improbable. He's got no idea where these other goons are up to, what these other goons are up to here. Funny, their future trails end here. He's not going to stick around long enough to find out why. He's a bit too woozy from the blood loss to sort out this mess anyway.
You'd think he would go to the medic.
I think he is.
Alright,
Jay.
I was texting somebody that time, my bad.
Read.
I just said it.
I didn't hear it.
Follow the Red Blood Road.
There we go. It's uncanny. This little guy is matching Finn's route every step of the way. He must know something. Finn decides he's got to take him out. But he can't get a clear shot. Too dizzy, and with all that C4 under Deuce's hat, firing would be a bad idea. My God, he's thought of everything. Clearly dealing with a criminal mastermind here.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
You stopped to
Jayla.
admire... What?
Oh. Nothing. Continue.
You stopped to admire this gorgeous clock. It is so pretty. Too bad it's not ticking like so many of the clocks in this place. Not that you can blame them. There are so many clocks in this mansion, it would obviously be impractical to make sure they all work properly. Oh, look, a trail of blood. You think you start following it.
Also, I love how little tiny Droog is in the background there.
Oh my god, I just noticed that.
Yeah, looking, going, what is that idiot doing?
What the dog doing?
What the
What
dog
the-
doing?
What
Hey, let
the
me get
dog
in, let me
doing?
get in.
What
Hey.
that dog do?
Hey,
That dog
Roxas. Roxas.
Let me
the
say
dog
my
going
thing.
at?
People are talking over me.
Shh.
Wastes
the deuce
exactly
do?
4 hours on this tomfoolery.
I just
I forgot about this.
read it.
You
Tell
hate
it.
time travel, you hate time travel, you hate time travel, you hate time travel, you hate time travel!
Say that many times, but faster.
Oh.
Hey,
That's some
Sierra.
gibberish.
Above, a spectator has
Jesus Christ.
appeared at the strike of 4 and has been giggling at your foolishness for a number of minutes. Clover would have been tickled to help you open this vault at the cost of entering a few of his clever time riddles, needless to say. If only you'd thought to seek his help first, rather than charging like the silly brute you are into this deadly trap of stable and not so stable time loops. Mostly unstable, really. These guys are way too dumb to maintain even elementary loop stability for more than a couple iterations. If you weren't so preoccupied, Clover could tell you that you could use Crowbar's help to pry anything out of a time loop, stable or otherwise, if you weren't so preoccupied, and if he weren't so dead.
Alright, we also don't have somebody who can be Stitch, so,
I volunteer as contribute.
Alright, go for it.
Stitch mutters to himself in his shop. He guesses eggs and biscuits are roughhousing again. Because the fabric of space-time is tearing something fierce on Lord English Cario's overcoat. This
Cairo.
sort of thing is Cairo overcoat. This sort of thing is exactly why he keeps a backup coat and always leaves Stitch with one of them. Any gang does well to have an in-house doctor on hand, but if you deal in time travel, you better have a damn good tailor too.
All spades for backup. You tell Slick. You tell Slick to get his scrawny ass to the vault. It's goddamn bedlam down here. You tell him you ask Deuce for backup, but surprise, surprise, he's nowhere to be found. Big surprise, you tell him. You tell him that was sarcasm. He says he knows. Slick says he'll be right there. He'll see if he can round up Droog for support.
Rogue says Deuce is tailing Finn while he is tailing Deuce. He'll be there to help out boxcars as soon as he and Deuce take care of business with Stitch. Couldn't be simpler. Oh yeah, he also mentions he pumped Finn full of lead so you can cross him off the list. You roger all that. Finn busts into Stitch's workshop blubbering something about watching out for the little guy who's about to come in here. He says to watch out because he's got a bomb on his head which is undoubtedly quite volatile and even the slightest spark would surely set it off. Stitch
These Finn's obviously pretty in bad shape in Texan's effigy. Sure enough, the thing's in tatters, but he'd be just fine if he can be patched up before he bleeds to
Dead.
death.
You are dead.
Burst
Don't
interesting
speak
bull
surprise.
penis cane. Yes, I love that. Everybody out of the goddamn way. You got a hat full of bomb, a fist full of penis, and a head full of empty. That is
This is
so
my
me.
favorite line in all of Homestuck.
Today we're gonna be talking about the penis.
We're gonna be talking about the penis.
We're gonna be talking about the
funny butthead?
Oh my god.
Do you
Anyway,
you think
let's
it's funny
continue before we get too.
We're gonna be talking about the bull penis cane.
And we just continue.
There. Stitch says drop the livestock knob and settle the hell down. He says, do you realize that C4 is a stable explosive that won't detonate with gunfire, right? Jay.
You say, oh.
Oh. Sneak into Stitch's boutique. Drop it and get in. Don't bleed on the suits. Stitch says, huh? You admit that carrying an imprisoned tailor wherever you go is gratifying for personal reasons. But in this case, you're keeping him alive. It should be useful in dealing with English later.
Isn't
Broad idiots with red cheeks.
Real quick, I think Diamond
my
Drew's his song is called "Don't Bleed on the Suits."
As
Oh
is,
my gosh.
that's also what that's also what the Act 3 intermission is called. Don't bleed on the suits.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
This predictably accomplished nothing. Okay, the screen's blurring a little bit. Hang on.
Here, there we go.
Taking your smut out of hiding turned out to be a very bad idea. Now copies from the future are appearing left and right, and these clowns have their paws all over it. Slick, where the hell are you?
They're just copying themselves and therefore making copies of the magazine.
Oh my god.
Spade Slick, remove Crowbar's pin. Zip.
Done.
Crowbar's alive again, and a whole bunch of other stuff is different. You forgot this gang almost seems halfway competent when he's running the show. The good news is you get to kill him again. Insert and quickly remove Snowman's pin. You have no idea how much you'd like to, but even you're not that crazy. Still, kinda tempting.
Oh, did you notice his eyes were like twitching a bit from like...
Whatever.
Shikki, it's almost your time.
Damn, she got them perky tits.
You sexy lady.
Ooh.
I didn't see that coming.
Martin.
Burden.
Heh.
It's like a clap and a half.
God, I love the music in Homestuck.
Everyone always ceases gunplay when Snowman's around. If you kill her, you destroy the universe. Remove the knife from the eye. It's not a knife, it's Snowman's cigarette holder. All you know is she's gonna have a hell of a time getting it back. Let's give it to Sawbuck. You check the lance at Sawbuck. But of course it's only a flesh wound. Seems like that's the only sort of wound you can ever inflict on this corpulent lummox. Consequently, you and he both jump to a random point on the timeline. This looks to be in the recent past when Stitch and Crowbar were setting up the crates for the imminent gunfight, which was very thoughtful of them. Your goons should be showing up any minute with the heavy firepower. For now, you've got the drop on everybody. Kill something out of rage and frustration. Stitch gets the business end of your saber rattle. He's dead, in this timeline at least. Bring knives to the gunfight. Where do you think you're going, fatty? You'll deal with him in a minute. You whip out your double-edged sword and Occam's razor. Occam's razor, Crowbar's head, make it happen. Crowbar deflects the King of Spades into Sawbuck's unmissable carriage. You jump far into the past. Years in the past, which is to say the present for the time being, a scurrilous straggler eyes impromptu desert skirmish. He dismisses them as a bunch of ill-mannered rogues warranting no further investigation. Although he gives a small nod of approval to the plain and serviceable hat worn by one of the combatants, which strikes him as an absolutely smashing display of good fashion sense. Smashing!
Absolutely smashing.
Smashing.
Let me smash.
Let
No.
me smash.
Hit Crowbar in the head. You can't kill him yet. You need him alive to return to the original timeline. You will be taking that crowbar, though. Stuff him in your deck of
I like
cards.
him. Yeah. Oh no!
You cram him in the war chest. Sawbuck you need to keep alive too for the moment. Not to return to the right timeline, but the right time. Speaking of which, where's Tubby think he's waddling off to? Just go stab Sawbuck until the time shenanigans stop. You treat him to a bit of the old bait-and-switch blade. You appear in the future. You guess this is after the gunfight is over. The gunfight that never took place since you killed/kidnapped everyone who was supposed to be involved. Looks like only Boxcars is here. carry Sawbuck
I
like
think it was
Titan
like,
Atlas
hey,
would
you
carry
want
the
to see a
world.
card trick? And then Sawbuck goes, huh?
What? You order Hearts to drop his tub on the double before this fat lard puts you in a wheelchair. If you take Sawbuck back to your own time and kill him there, that should save you the trouble of hunting him down. Might as well take Stitch too. Maybe. You're not really sure if that's how it works. You don't really care, though. You dump them in the wrath tub, then stick the tub in your own deck of cards. But you give Boxcars back his sordid literature, which he'd carelessly left in plain sight. No one will ever catch you leaving your smut around. And even if you did, that copy of Terrier Fancy magazine could belong to anybody. No one could prove nothing.
Here, your fancy magazine.
Stick the crowbar's pin back in again. You go back to your original timeline, but now stuffed in your chest you've got a live crowbar from another timeline, brought to the timeline where he's supposed to be dead. So you guess now he's alive in this timeline, which is in part defined by his death? Okay, whatever, you should probably just kill him again anyway. Also, Sawbuck from another timeline is in there too. So you guess now there are 2 Sawbucks? This is getting kinda dumb.
My god.
You open the chest, releasing them both. Crowbar doesn't look too pleased. You deflect his gunfire into the awesome gravitational pull of Sawbuck's astonishing girth. Everybody into the past!
Uh-oh.
You dodge his next round, too. It seems Sawbuck from this timeline, i.e. the real Sawbuck, was in this room at this point in time. He and Crowbar exchange bullets. Off they go. They no doubt go on to spend the rest of their ammunition peppering each other throughout the timeline, destroying all these clocks in the process between now and the present. You guess that explains the mess when you got here. Thank God you figured that out. You'd have surely lost sleep over it. 20 out of 107 clocks redestroyed. For the first time. Eventually. You know what? Never mind. Take a moment to think up some time-based one-liners. Okay, you think you got one. Time travel can sure be a double-edged sword. Wait, that was awful. Really, really bad.
Hello?
You're sure? Hi, yes, we are here. Are you good?
Okay, because you completely lagged out on me, was frozen for a moment. I couldn't hear you for like 10 seconds.
Sheesh!
Sheesh.
Sheesh!
Wanted to make sure I wasn't getting booted.
Now you're good.
You have been banned.
Alright, wait, that was awful. Really, really bad. You're sure you can do better than that? Let's see. Sorry to... No, time's running. No, wait. Fuck. You ask yourself from the past for a little help. Time's... something about time. Time being up. No, wait, how about some kind of clock pun? No, damn it, will you just listen? You were almost onto something. Time is... Screw this, too many cooks in the kitchen. Oh, and just what does this quivering mound of blubber think he's up to? Stab first, utter puns later. Just as you hear your past self asking what happened to your eye, you jab Sawbuck with your butterfly effect knife. You remember a little while ago asking yourself about your eye, and not giving yourself an answer just before disappearing. Maybe if you stopped and thought about it for a second, you could have warned yourself and avoided the whole mess, albeit in the process of creating a paradox. But your strict policy of stabbing first and asking questions later prevented it. You're sure your past self understands...
Answering questions later.
Didn't I say that?
No,
You said ask.
No, you said ask.
Stabbing first and answering questions later prevented it. You're sure your past self understands/understood. You are sure of this because you very clearly remember understanding/understooding. You are now past Spade Slick again. You were just about to pull Crowbar's pin. You guess all that stuff with your future self and Sawbuck originally happened in this room while we were all off watching someone else like Diamond's Droog or something. That makes sense. Past Spade Slick, remove Crowbar's pin.
And it all happens again.
A whole bunch of shit happens that we already saw. Past Spade Slick, be future Spade Slick. Being your future self is a lot more constructive because you get to do stuff you haven't already done. Looks like you're in the future. It's a bloody mess in here. The clocks are more bullet-riddled than ever, and it seems Crowbar and both Sawbucks have been decapitated. You're almost certain this is something you will be, or were already responsible for. Which, of course, means more time traveling. Looks like the tub and chest are gone, which means future you must have packed up and left already. Gotta take note of these sort of things so you know where you are in the timeline. You notice something on the wall over there. One of the clocks that wasn't destroyed before is now bloodied and full of holes. Not especially noteworthy, you just have a feeling you should register this fact. 108 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed. I'm gonna be right back. My throat is killing me and I need to get a drink. So I'm going to pull up the BRB screen for a couple minutes or so. We will be back after this short intermission.
Intermission.
Alright, we are back. I have my drink, and I think everybody is ready to go again. How are we all doing? Are we ready?
I got
Okay.
some.
Alrighty. I'll continue then. Spade Slick, quickly remove Lance from Sawbuck. You pry the cigarette holder from his torso. Whoops, another time jump. This tub of goo keeps going for his gun. Wide body's gotta settle his big ass down. You really should incapacitate him without inflicting another wound. Spadeslick knocks Sawbuck unconscious. Count some sheep, bitch! Wait, the clock on the wall. It hasn't been destroyed yet, but it's about to be. It's ticking down to the time it's stuck on in the future. Maybe if you time it just right, you can end this whole mess in one fell slice. We've even got an ice-cold one-liner to dish out when the time comes. You've been working pretty hard on it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hate to cuttin'. Wait, no, not yet. Wait for it. Hate to... No, wait. Hate to cuttin'. Damn it, not yet. Hate to cut and run. Shit! Hate to chop all your heads off with this sword. Real sorry about that. My bad. You slay them all with your rapier wit. 9 out of 15 green torsos dead. 2 out of 9 green torsos deadened twice. 1 out of 15 green torsos dead for the first time, but it's an alternate universe torso, so you guess maybe it doesn't count. 7 out of 108 clocks were gratuitously redestroyed. Blah blah, huge bitch.
There's also some things on the top.
Still waiting to explode, I think, but yeah, dead. Sorta dead. Dead times 2. Deader.
Time shenanigans are hard.
You grab the tub and chest and move on. That is altogether enough of this nonsense.
Call spades. You check up on Slick's status. Slick says he killed Crowbar again, Sawbuck twice, and Stitch once. If you ask him if it was... You ask him if it was an alternate timeline, Stitch. He says he guesses so. You say that doesn't count. You've got the real one here. He mutters some foul language you can't quite make out, but you tell him never mind and hurry down to meet you at the vault. He says he took some damage from Snowman. You say you know. You're having some effigies made of yourselves with your backup hats. Deuce brought up Slick's crumpled backup hat, which he wound up with somehow. Not sure how that happened to Deuce's boxcars. Boxcars is obviously tied up at the moment, so you can't get your hands on his yet. Slick says he's got both of their hats, and he'll be down ASAP. You say alright? He says in the meantime, see what you can do about his eye. Have Stitch patch up Slade Spick's effigy. Get to work, Thread Monkey.
Spadeslick, have right eye patched up. Damn it! Your sprite was flipped the wrong way. You get Diamonds on the radio and tell him to undo it and wait until you turned around. He says it's the right eye, right? Were you facing left or right? You say it's only right when facing left. It's the left eye when facing right. He says, oh, so it's the left right eye. You say, yeah, but hang on a minute, you'll turn around so it's the right left. He says, okay, he'll wait. That's better.
And
Spadeslick, arm yourself in case Can shows up. If Can
I love
shows
that
up...
stupid joke.
What?
I was just saying, I love that stupid joke of the flight sprite flipping.
Yeah.
If Can shows up, none of these weapons you've got are gonna do any good. You admire the lance for a moment. It's a pretty sweet weapon with outstanding craftsmanship. At least you've got something out of the eye gouging. She'll have to pry this thing from your rigid severed arm if she wants it back. Right around on the right around on the horse hitcher pretending to joust. Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, shit. She saw you being an idiot,
Wow.
But less than 4K.
and then just leaves.
just like,
On.
okay,
I'm out.
well off, I guess, this.
Hey, can you, Shikki, can you, a snowman, just say, fuck this shit, I'm out?
Okay. Fuck this shit, I'm out. I can't, I'm tired.
You're always tired.
When am I not tired? I only had 2 hours of sleep.
You need to sleep more.
I can't.
You're
Anywho.
dying.
Tired 24/7, but you say you only get a couple of hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, you can't believe she saw you horsing around like that. You will never live this down.
Shoot up biscuit and eggs effigies.
Oh my god. Here we go again.
Stitch keeps their effigies in a big warehouse several miles away because of their ridiculous duplication tendencies. You are sure as hell not going to drive all the way over there just so you can shoot them in person.
Also, I
Doubled
just...
up on the guns. Clover dancing at the top.
Yeah, like, there's this whole war going on down here, and Clover's just up here like, we're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
Zooming
Coming
through the
through
sky.
my ass, little asteroids.
And then
Going on a
there's
trip on our favorite piece
boxcars
of
in the
shit.
middle of it.
Yeah, Boxcar's
going
just
on.
like, ah!
Kill me!
I would definitely be Clover in this situation.
Kill me!
We're going on a trip on our favorite piece of shit. Going 95. We're gonna fucking die.
Holy shit. This was an unbelievably terrible idea.
Spade Slick, charge! This is incredibly
What are you
delirious biz nasty.
Bow!
Jeez.
I think that's a Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
least-
No, wait. Man?
Oh, it seems to be Problem Sleuth. Anyways.
That might have been...
Boom!
I was gonna say that might have been from the whole, really shitty video game Bro played. That Dave played.
Anyway, Spade Slick, start whacking things with the crowbar. The first thing you whack is Eggs' egg timer. You do this because, of course, you know that Crowbar's crowbar will destroy any temporal artifact and completely negate its effect on the timeline.
Quickly go back because I saw two bull penis canes.
They're multiplying.
They're duplicating the bull penis cane too.
God.
Okay, Boxcars.
Attempt to beat eggs.
No, not eat.
Or attempt to eat eggs.
And he does it.
Oh.
Your attempt was an overwhelming success.
Vor.
Biscuits is looking a tad snug in his muffin tray. He thinks it's about time to poke a broom straw in this battle. His dough will live to rise another day. See you in the future, suckers! Crowbar, Biscuit's oven. Make it happen. You deal the oven a wicked flogging, but not much happens. The oven doesn't really have any magical time properties to be negated. It just travels into the future at a rate of 1 second per second like everyone else.
I kind of love how all of the others are just standing around watching him like, yeah, you hit that oven, boss. Good job.
No, these two are thinking that, and meanwhile Clubs' head is just like, do 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 do.
Elevator music.
That's definitely would be me. Put dynamite in oven. You set the bomb to go off in a few seconds.
Oh my god.
When both it and the biscuits are released from it in a few hours. Turn up heat on biscuits oven.
Oh?
You're pretty sure this oven doesn't actually work at all. You just wheel it off somewhere else in the mansion so it can go explode in peace.
Where did he even get the dolly from?
He's a
magic.
From the little container thing. What kind of
From
thing?
his closet.
Yeah, from the closet thing.
His deck of cards.
Boom!
Oh.
12 out of 15 green torsos dead. Probably some more clocks destroyed too.
Snowman.
There's only 2 left.
Spade Slick, use crowbar to pry the safe open. Since your expert safecracker apparently spent the last 5 or 6 hours being totally useless down here, you figure it's time to take things into your own hands. Huh? What's this little fella all worked up about?
Clover insists that you reconsider. Using that to pry open the vault would be ever so much bad luck, like breaking 1,000 mirrors all at once. The sort of mirrors that tick and have numbers and tell time and stuff. That is the worst kind of mirror break, luck-wise.
Spade Slick, politely ask Clover to remain calm.
I refuse outright and start doing a really frisky jig.
I'm also just like, before you continue, I just want to say I'm also imagining the sound that Gur makes when he's just going doody 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 doo.
I see you are a man of culture, Marcus thy maker.
Invader them.
As you proceed to start choking.
All right, keep going, Sierra.
He begins spinning in fanciful series of riddles, illuminating the true path to opening the vault. I'm so sorry. Jesus Christ. Mysterious music fills your ears as your mind assumes the shape of a pretzel. Doody doody doo doo doody doody doo doo doody doody doo 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 doody 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 doo. This is how the music would sound if we were listening to it right now.
Ask Clover for the ultimate riddle. Open the safe.
You think you can shoot Clover? He is so lucky that gun will probably jam or something predictable like that. Nice try, though.
Also, I would just like to point out how, you know how his hand here kind of looks like the letter W, and he's got two huge eyes here, and the first thing he says is, "What's this?"
I just... Thank you,
wow.
I can't see that now.
Oh my god.
I never saw that.
Let me make it worse. It looks like a butt crack.
Yep.
It
You're
does look like a butt.
Oh, well,
But
what's this?
Out of this Christian Minecraft server.
Anyway, let's continue.
Wow. Now from the top.
You just start whacking him with the newspaper instead. You don't have to be all that unlucky to get whacked around with a newspaper. It's sort of a gray area. Check personal ads of the periodical.
Uh-oh.
Whew.
Pinky.
What?
Her gray area.
Pinky.
Poop. Ha ha ha.
Porn.
I think I might be the only
Anyway.
one with real
Let's-
porn.
Let's let Haven continue.
Yeah, before I snuff each and every one of you out. This isn't a real newspaper. It's just wrapper for your private sordid literature, which no one can ever see. Oh, it's slipping out a bit. Your appetite for monochrome beauties is nearly on public display. Gotta keep a lid on that smut, especially with Clover around.
Speaking of, too late. He's already looking at it.
Boggle.
Oh my
Suddenly, the whole room is shaking.
Oh my god! Look at that!
What?
Avert your eyes, child. That is not for you. Suddenly, the whole vault room is shaking. I wonder what it could be. It sounds like Hans is about to plow through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man. And pray to God that it is not Cans about to plow through the wall, Kool-Aid Man style. All of a sudden, Cans plows through the wall, fucking Kool-Aid Man style.
We all failed to resist the urge to shout, "Oh yeah!"
Oh yeah!
Oh
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He punches you next week.
He punches you into next week. You find yourself going about your business a week later. Looks like you're doing a little grocery shopping. You're a bit confused, having no memory of the previous week. You have no idea what is on your grocery list. Are you out of milk? What kind of produce do you need to stock up on? It's all a little overwhelming. And to make things worse, the selection has too many prices and values!
Use Egg's body as bait for cans. You flail the torso Can's word in an attempt to placate him with the red meat.
Torso flail!
Oh my god! It doesn't work. Can's clocks boxcars entirely out of the current calendar year. You land in a totally different, outdated calendar.
Look at him walking
Looks like
through
this
with
one.
all the horses.
Oh my god! Should I read this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Looks like this one's themed with spirited horses. You'll be up to your ass in horses for a whole year. Just great. This is just what you need to be doing. Farming all these goddamn horses. Fucking pain in the ass.
I just love how, like, in a couple of these, he's actually riding the horses, and then in this one over there, he's just this background. He is so...
The last one, too. The last one, too.
He's...
In a couple of them, he's in, like, the very, very far foreground, like, November. Do you see him?
Yeah, I see him right there.
Oh my god.
I'm having trouble finding him in this one, though.
I think he's like above the main.
Hang on.
Yeah, right there. You just had your mouse on it. To the left.
Take it back now, y'all.
There.
One hop this time.
One hop this time.
Boom. Now go down just a little bit so you can see it. Okay, right there.
I might see him, but it's still
I mean,
hard
just
to
hold
tell.
on.
It's just
I'm
really...
just taking a screenshot and circling it.
It's just really small. See if you can, like, trace him, too. Anyway, ignore him and pry the safe open.
Tiny.
You don't care what the consequences are. You're going to crack open the safe and be done with it. This whole intermission was starting to get a little punchy anyway. The massive release of temporal distortion from the vault transports you to a highly unfavorable timeline. Looks like the entire mansion was leveled except for the vault and its enclosure. Everyone's dead except for you and you know who. But at least the safe's open. 1,000 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed, 14 out of 15 green torsos dead, 3 out of 4 black scofflaws offed. You see, Jeremy... You see, Jeremy, this is what I was meaning when I said everybody in HOMESTUCK dies.
Once there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end.
That didn't help at all.
Alright, enter the vault. There's nothing in here except for an opening in the floor. There is a door with a keyhole, and you have a feeling you know how to open it. You only wonder why English is...
What happened to the stream?
What?
Look at the stream.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, holy shit.
Whoa!
What?
Give it a moment, ladies and... Give it a moment, ladies and germs. I have... I apologize. I have... I know. I know. I see it.
Oh, never mind.
Listen, I see it. I
Okay,
don't know.
okay.
Can I
the fuck
apologize for that?
What happened? I was.
What happened?
This is going for the
What
time.
happened?
You
I
can-
fell asleep.
It's
Hold on, let me
basically...
just put it in the text.
Basically, what happened just now was the same thing that happened during Ballistic while I was showing off the Happy Witty mod, if you remember that.
No.
No.
Anyway, it was bad. You can check it out when you rewatch the stream later, but I do want to
Oh,
apologize for
pixelated.
everybody.
Never
Can I fucking talk?
Alright.
Anyway, I just want to apologize. I want to apologize to everybody watching the stream for that glitch and however long it lasted. I don't know how that happened, and I don't know how it fixed itself, but apparently it fixed itself, so it's all fine and dandy now. Anywho, sorry I scolded you, Jeremy. I just needed to let that get out there.
Oh, I just saw it. Oh god.
Yeah. I think he said he was asleep earlier, so I don't think he heard what you said when some of our characters got killed off.
Yeah, when we got to this part, as you can see, literally everybody has died. And this is why I meant what I said when I said that everybody in Homestuck dies. Anywho.
This was only the beginning.
I'm going back to sleep.
Jeremy!
Not in the middle of the stream. We're almost done. At least wait until the stream's over. Alright, to
And he
continue.
fell asleep.
Get this over. Dying.
To continue. Spade Slick, enter the vault. There's nothing in here except an opening in the floor. There's a door with a keyhole, and you have a feeling you know how to open it. You only wonder why English's treasure would be locked behind a door with a spade on it. Dramatically use the spade key. You guess this is what the spade key was for all this time. You dramatically wield the spade key in a matter-of-fact manner. Peek inside the keyhole. What keyhole? It was clearly a barcode scanner all along, like the kind they sweep groceries over at supermarkets. That reminds you, you should really do some shopping next week. You're not going to peek inside because the lasers could blind you in one eye. Oh, wait! Use the rules card for blackjack. This was never a problem because there's clearly a barcode printed on your rules card for blackjack, as well as your arm, but there's nothing wrong with a little redundancy, you guess. Let's get on with it. Boom! Huh? Boom! Oh, are you looking for this? Well, come and get it, you contemptuous she-witch!
Now watch me whip.
Hey, Shikki, why don't you say this part?
Oh, fuck me. Okay. I'm dying. Okay. Ow. Snow Woman's Black Inch.
Romance.
Snow Woman's black inches no doubt have been responsible for more than a few red cheeks.
Oh my!
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And a red arm, I guess, too.
She's so pretty though.
If this isn't one of the most epic frames of Homestuck.
Got some dang it grandpa blood.
At
least it looks
Flip
pink
your
to me.
sprite.
Turnways!
You gotta flip it turnways.
Rolling Hello Jeff comic.
Let's scan the barcode.
Making your way downtown.
Walking fast, faces fast.
This guy again. Been a long time. Hey, kid. Yeah, you.
Oh, it's the baby.
Baby. The baby man.
Yay!
And that's the end of the Act 3 intermission. In 2 weeks, we will come back and start Act 4.
Woo! Yeah!
So, for those of you who weren't here to read this the first time, what did you think?
I was fucking confused, but I had a lot of fun.
You can always skip the intermission. Who needs it?
That was fun.
How dare you say that? I'm going to disown you as my moirail.
Who needs the intermission? It just doesn't add anything to the plot. It doesn't have the trolls yet. Their kids aren't even in it. Like, what's the point?
The point is for the bull penis. Kane.
Say that again. I dare you to say that. I dare you to say that one more time.
It doesn't add anything to the.
I mean, we've seen the midnight crew get referenced in previous acts, so this gave us a better idea of who they are.
He disconnected her from the call for everybody who doesn't know.
Yes. I was like, say that again, and as soon as she started, I was like, boop.
Did you kick her out from the server?
Not
No,
from the
just from the
server, I
call.
just disconnected her from the call.
The M in Mark Maker stands for mean.
Mark Meaner. Anywho, like I said, that was the Act 3 intermission for Homestuck. Tune in 2 weeks for the beginning of Act 4. If you liked what you saw, be sure to give the video a like, and please, please, please leave a comment. I love getting comments. I love seeing what y'all have to say, seeing what your feedback is, and being able to engage with y'all. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell to get notifications for all future uploads. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace out!
Bye-bye!
Bye.
I'm going to sleep.